Hey everybody, it's Captain Adonis, and we are back, and we're going to play uh, Captain Adonis's version of the Ironman Kerbal. So basically, what that is I started a series uh, called the Ironman Challenge in Imperion Galactic Survival, and it was a one death, and you're done. Once you die, you're done. And I'm doing the same thing here, except each Kerbal that dies does not come back. Now, if I have money to buy another Kerbal, then great. But if I don't, if I run out of pilots and there's no more pilots, then they're done. But this kind of puts you in the mindset of, you're getting attached to these guys. So like Jebediah and Valentina, and we got Jobels now as our pilots. Jobels isn't very stupid, and he's sort of got a lot of courage, sort of. And they've all got about the same amount of experience. So I think the only way I'm going to go up in experience for these guys is to actually orbit.
Oh,
And orbiting is one of the toughest things to do. I normally just, if I can't make the orbit, then I restart. But in this case, we're going to orbit, but if we can't make orbit, we're just going to come back down. So I think, I do have two contracts. Let's see, what do we got? Test the parachute and the swivel fuel. All right, we're going to try doing those. I'm only going to stream for about an hour. So let's start off. Let's see, this one needs to be between 3,000 and 6,000 feet and pretty slow. Okay, let's see if we can get these done. I go in here and build a rocket that will specifically allow us to just do this mission. So I think I have one already. I downloaded some Steam stuff. I just wanted to look at it. So I'm not using them, just so you know. But I thought the space shuttle and the Humvee was pretty cool. And then, of course, the Firefly. Who doesn't like the Firefly, right? And those of you who don't know who the Firefly is, shame on you. And then my favorite plane when I was in the Navy was the F-14 Tomcat. I loved it. I was actually on board a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier that had Tomcats on it. And then when I left is when they switched to the F-16. So I lived my life to the fullest. So I think my X2 had, it's got a decoupler, it's got a heat shield just in case, it's got science, it's got all the science, and it's got 2 fuel tanks, which should get me where I need to go. The swivel engine, what do I got to do to test it? I got to splash down. Perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequences when all test conditions are met. So I have to right click and do the test. The swivel, that's the one I've got. After I've splashed down. So which means I need to splash down with the rocket intact. And the only way really to do that is, do I have
Mahula Sink said, "Sorry, Bill Beto, I like watching Kerbal a little more."
Nice. We're gonna put 3 chutes on it, and I'm gonna remove the stage. I'm gonna remove the coupler. I don't need the heat shield, but I'm gonna leave it on there anyway. Well, I don't need it because I'm coming back down.
Mahula Sink said, "By the way, is there a chance the chutes fail?"
With With the higher difficulty, yes. And there's some like realistic mods. There's my new flag for my Ironman. Space Triple X. I figured if Bob started watching, he'd get a kick out of that. But yes, there is a chance the chutes can fail. I'm adding more chutes here. Let's see, this one's set to what? 2,500. Only because I think I'll set this one to 2,400. I got to come down with everything, so I got to come down slow enough. And I know 3 chutes will do it because 3 chutes will slow me down. I think I did 4 chutes when I had 6 passenger slots, but I know I can do 3 chutes with 4 passengers. So, yeah. So we got to go up
Mahulabro
50 and
said,
100.
because I saw someone have 2 side chutes and the cone chute.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've had mine fail, but that was because I didn't set the properties right when I set them. I like having the minimum pressure set as high as it can go, because then at this altitude that I set, it will pop. So I know if I go below 2,400 or 2,500 on the main chute, so this one, the main chute will pop first, and then when I go to 100 meters more, the bottom 3 chutes should pop. And that should be more than enough to bring me down softly. I just gotta angle over the water, because I have to splash down to complete the LO45 test. So, let's try it. And this is Ironman, so if I screw it up... Oh, I don't even look. I bet you it was Jebediah. Jebediah is always the default pilot. So I don't know if I ever got barometric pressure here. Yeah, I did. And temperature. Yep. Okay. All right, SAS. And throttle up. I think we'll go... Oh, I got to bring up... All right, so to test the chute, I need to be between 50 and 100 and then hit 3,000 to 6,000 feet. So I may not get both of them done, but... slower. I just got to hit 3,000 feet and then pop the chute. Okay. Oh, cut the engine. I'm definitely over the water. Now I just got to come down. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, go this way. There we go. So now I just got to hit 24 and 2,500 feet. That slow me down enough? Yes, 5 meters a second. All right, cool. So got 4 chutes going. I'll slow down, and then once I hit the water and I splash down, I need to do the run test. I don't have to have any fuel on to do it, so let's speed up time. I'm a chicken shit when it comes to altitude, so... I like to have high altitude when I pop the chutes, so I'll do the speed up time till we land. One of the new features they just added, though, within the last week or so, was this right here. This is sea level, and that's altitude above ground level. Now, they're the same because I'm over the water, but if I was over the mountains, I'd be able to tell, you know, what altitude the mountains are at, which is cool. So I will do these two missions, and then I'll do the orbit mission unless something else pops up that looks more fun to do. So I don't have to have any fuel on to do the run test, which that's kind of hokey, you know. I mean, you'd think if you're going to do a test of an engine, you got to fire it, but you got to really read these notes, and you take them literally. So this says, to perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. So I might not even complete this one because I may have to stage it, but it's already been staged once, so I'm kind of hoping I just have to splash down and then do the run test. And there we go. See, so it's all in the way you see it, the way it's worded. So let's recover the vessel. Oh, I shouldn't have recovered it. I don't know if I've taken science from the water yet. I'm sure it's not going to be the last time I'm going to be in the water. All right, 444,000. All right. Well, let's go back and see what missions we got. Test a heat shield, radio decoupler, test the Weasley turbofan engine, test the Terrier. How high do I have to go? 24 to 28,000? But I got to be going quite fast. Surprised I haven't gotten any missions for tourists to go into orbit. That's what I was kind of waiting on. Test the hammer. Yeah, see, I got to go to 6,000 to 12,000 feet. The hammer is one of those ones that's a solid fuel booster, so you just got to ride it out. Unless you get your weight ratio just right, you won't hit 6,000 to 12,000. You'll go into space. Hall and RT-10 hammer. Oh, that's what I just looked at. Test the Flea solid booster while in orbit. Yeah. All right, well, I guess orbiting is the next thing. I'm missing out on all the tourist stuff, and I know they're there. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm thinking I might just advance to the next day. See if there's new missions. Nope. All these are the same. All right. Dan, what we're going to do is we're going to go build a rocket car. Spaceplane car. So do I have the parts for it? I got to have wheels. That's the biggest thing. I don't have wheels, so we got to go back to science. And I'll collect science from the ground. I'll show you how I do that. It's kind of cheaty, but it's, you know, it's what it is. So I think I have to have stability because this is where it's at. Yes, those are my wheels right there. All right. So 18 for that and 45 for that. All right. Oh, that gives me my Terrier. I don't even have the Terrier yet. All right. Well, this is one of the things I do just to kind of kill time. So we will put one of these down. And I need a fuel, liquid fuel. No. What's that? Oh, this one. I won't hit. Connect.
Mahulabro Sink said, Cappy gonna go really fast.
I don't understand why it's not connecting. Something weird going on here. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not connecting to the back of this for whatever reason. There it goes. Alright, but that's just that's fine. Alright. So I use a jet engine. I don't remember how I did this. Like that. Oh, maybe that's what I did. Maybe that wasn't. Oh, I think that was a science. So engine. I don't build a lot of planes. And then let's see, structurally. Nose cone. I put there we go. I put one of those on. So there was my engine. And that had liquid fuel there. So I didn't need it. So then we had a steerable wheel up front. There we go. And go. And then we had science all over it. That was all the science I had. Didn't need any of the other stuff. So the fun part with this one is that it's very, very tricky. You can't go very fast on the ground or you'll blow up. So let's see, my center of mass is there, which is good. Thrust, we got good thrust. Oh, sorry guys, I have to take this phone call.
Zanfengma said. Has he played already?
All right, we are back. Sorry about that. A very important work phone call. So if you guys are still with me, let's go ahead and I'm going to call this a GX for the ground X-1. And this will be our science vessel. So let's go ahead and save that. And who's driving? Jebediah. All right, we'll have Jeb. We should put a, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a scientist in there. Just so Bob's going to go in there. Bob, the scientist, is going to go in, and he's not a pilot, but we're not doing much piloting. We're just going to gather some science. The first one we're going to do is right on the runway. Now, the easy way to do this, just so you know, so if you ever do this, you get a crew report in each biome. You get a barometer, and you get temperature. You only have one goo container. I should have put more goo containers on here so I could just go around to every biome. But you can only do goo container and this science junior once in each biome, unless you're a scientist. So let's do crew report, save it, log pressure, save it, log temperature, save it, mystery goo, mystery goo, save it, and that one. And then we'll do an EVA, and he can actually take the data, collect the data, and he can restore these, all except the Science Junior. And I'm not close enough for the Science Junior. So let's get out. There. Now I can collect the data and restore it. Because I'm a scientist, I can reset, I believe, the goo and the Science Junior. Oh, did I do an EVA report? No. I'll save that, and well, I can't save that anyway. So F to grab, and B to board. All right, now they're all good. So that's the landing strip. So then we are going to fire up the engines. Take off the brake. And ever so gently work our way over. Okay, you gotta really watch your ground speed. I don't like to go above 15. I just cut the throttle. Crew report. Now we're on KSC. Log temperature, log pressure, observe goo. Okay, so the only one I can really do is observe the materials bay. That's the only one that'll really give me any good science. We'll go ahead and do the goo. But we'll get over into this biome and then we'll reset it. Get out, do the same thing, grab all the science, reset them, and go on to the next biome. So this biome will be for whatever this is. Let's cut the throttle and brake. All right, and now we EVA. Oh no, okay, there. When they patched this last time, you, as a Kerbal, I suppose we can take his helmet off. You couldn't, once you got out, you couldn't get back in. It was like, are you serious? Okay, remove data, reset. Am I close enough? Nope. There we are. Collect data and restore. Yeah, I did. Huh. Okay. Collect data. Restore it. Alright, so now we have this biome, that biome, this one, and that one. So we're going to go this way, hit that, and then landing pad's already been done except for the Science Junior. So that's probably where we'll end, and then we'll recover. So, let's give us a little throttle up here, and release the brakes. Give us a little turn. And there's the new biome. Apply the brakes, do it all over again. Temperature, pressure. Observe the goo. Alright, oh, crew report. New biome. Oh. Did I already do a crew report here? No, I may have. Alright, EVA. So, collect data. And restore it. Data. Take data. EVA report. Collect data and restore it. There we go. And get back in the ship. Yeah, I've already done a crew report. Alright. Release the brakes and throttle up. Now, of course, once you've done this, the only thing you can do for more science in these biomes is to research the upper science, which, you know, is doable. Log, observe, and EVA. I don't think I can do... Yeah, I don't have the collect sample, because I could collect the sample in every biome, but I don't have that unlocked yet. So realistically, if I want the most science I can get, I'm going to have to go back and redo all this again. All right, release, throttle up just a little bit, and turn. Oh, I do have another mystery goo. I have two. So I had two goo containers. Alright, zero throttle. Brake. This is going to give me a ton of science. Oh my god, I got... I guess I apparently had it on, turned on to do both. Oh well. Alright, take data. I don't know if this is a thing. So that's 6.
Xanthema said, "Hi."
What's up, bud? Just run around collecting science in my my rocket car.
Xanthema said, "Struggle is real, lol."
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, and it's just another day. That's the way I look at it. Maybe this is a glitch here. I keep observing the same goo in the same biome, and it's still giving me 6 science, and it's actually collecting it because I've stored 9 already. I'll save it, collect it, remove the data, restore the goo pod. I've got 10 now. I'll observe it again. Another 6 science. Oh, did I just discover something? Collect the data, remove it. There's 11. Restore. Observe it. Collect it and restore. Oh man, did I just find an unlimited amount of science? That would be absolutely awesome. 6 science at a time, but still. What? And the only reason I can reset it is because I'm a scientist.
Xanthema said, "OMG, cheating again."
Yeah, cheating AI bastards, right? Here, let's double it up. I got 2 of these on here.
Mahulabra Singh
There's 15.
said, they deserve it. They started it.
Right? They did start it. Hey, Bob the scientist found the glitch in the matrix right here. And it's the glitch in the matrix goo, right? Wasn't there goo in the matrix? No, I turned just enough. There we go. Wasn't close enough to my other mystery goo. I think my ship is moving just a little bit. There we go. I got a glitch in the matrix. It's the lady in red. I don't remember how many I can collect. There's a limit. I think it's 30. But I'm not positive.
Mahulabra Singh said, I think he forgot the handbrake.
No, the handbrake's on. I think. I don't know if I can toggle it on from here. But there's no fuel. I don't have anything. It's definitely moving. Alright, well, I think I cheated the system long enough. What's this? Experiments you have collected cannot be stored in the cockpit. Really? Alright, that's fine. We will jump off. We'll recover the ship. Then we'll recover myself. See, it's saying mystery goo observed 0. Interesting. Let's see if there's any on this. Yeah, there's 248 on the ship. Material studies, that was from each biome. So it didn't give it to me. Did not. So that's all right. There's a shit ton of science. Anyway, so I have VAB, the The tracking station, I've already done the launch pad because that was at the research. So I could bring it back out and do those too. But I think we're going to see what missions we got. Come on, give me... I want to ferry a tourist. Those are very lucrative missions, the tourist ferrying. Ferry tourist. Once I go into orbit, I'm not going to get any more atmosphere tourists. I'll get just orbit tourists. So maybe I just need to go up in the atmosphere one more time and come back down. So which... Suppose I could test this heat shield. Let's see, perform this test, run test. And all test conditions are met, and the test conditions are being Kerbal and landed. Well, that's nothing. So yeah, let's go do that. Test heat shield 2.5. That's 1.25. I don't think I have it 2.5. I don't think I've gotten that science yet. I'm going to wait on that one. I'm going to go look. So I don't think I have the 2.5 heat shield. There's the 2.5. I haven't bought it yet. So I wouldn't mind buying this one because that's got my landing gear. The retractable landing gear. I think that's retractable. Yeah. And then the extra large parachute, which is cool. I don't normally use the escape system, but I may end up putting those on now. And landing struts. So let's go ahead and we'll take that one. That'll give us that other mission. So the 2.5. I should... I'm at 450,000. What's it cost to upgrade this? 75. I think I'll go ahead and upgrade this. This will give me 7 contracts. But I can't do flight planning until I upgrade this one for 150. So I'm going to wait on that one. This is the one I really need to go up. That'll get me past 100 science, but we still got a ways to go on science. Oop. Because this is the 100 over 100. I can get all of these with 90 science. Electrics is a good one to have. This one's got... No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, I haven't done any satellites yet, and may end up doing try working a satellite at some point, but I'm not sure. Well, granted I was streaming for an hour and I was on the phone for a while, so I'll stream for about, say another, I don't know, 20 minutes. Then I'll call this an episode. Oh, that's what I had. I don't know. Yeah. The fuel systems are nice because it gives me the bigger tanks. Like it gives me the Rocco Max, which are the huge Atlas type tanks. Propulsion systems aren't a big deal. those engines aren't a big deal. That kickback's really nice for a solid fuel booster, but thinking I want to go more for the science. I don't think there's anything I get for science. I have to go through. It's always nice to have the electrics because this is the solar panels. So I'm going to get that one to start. I think this is the one, the precision. No. Mobile processing lab is terrible unless it's a long-term thing. Where is that? There was like a this command module might not be too bad because that's 3 people then. But I think that goes on the Robomax. Goes on the large, really large rockets. But it's got integrated RCS thrusters, which is nice. I thought there was a spot that gave me, maybe it's more higher tech than that. Protodyne, isn't this the, no. There's like one for gravimetric distortion or some shit. I already looked at that one. I don't remember. It's in one of these science down here. But that's good enough for right now. All right. Now I forgot what we were doing. I think we're going to do heat shield testing. Yes. All right. So let's build a new rocket. We need a 125, and realistically, I just have to be landed and on Kerbin. So, in case I have to take off for, whatever reason. No, wait a second. I need the heat shield first. Where is it? So I need to do the 125. Okay. That was 125, yep. Then I need to do the 2.5. Then I'll do this. And engine doesn't make any difference. We're going to put some landing gear on it. I'm guessing these are the better struts. I have never really looked. Tolerance is better for impact, not by much. I don't know if that's going to make it. Just to be on the safe side, put a gigantic parachute on it. Maybe? No? Alright, fine. That one's not going to be enough. That was weird. Was that why the big one wasn't going on there? end up. See, I don't think the struts are long enough without hitting the engine. Because that'll cause the engine to blow up. So we're going to test this without the engine. We're going to test it just like this. And then realistically, I don't need this or this. And we're going to go out and see. This is going to be an unnamed spaceship. Alright, so realistically, yep, see, I've got both of them. So there's 1.25. Oh, that's fuel tank. Oh, there's the other one. There's the 1.25. All I should have to do is a run test complete, run test complete. And I just made money for that simple. And then I'll recover the craft. Wasn't a lot of money. But that's why it pays to look at the mission and understand what you're doing. Heat shield 3.5. Well, I can't get that one yet. God, no missions for tourists. What is it? Not tourist season? Jeez. Radio decoupler. What do we got to do? Yeah, we got to be at a specific altitude and height. I don't have that heat shield and the radio decoupler. Terrier engine I haven't bought yet. And the flea. So, you know what? The only thing left is orbit. But it's just pissing me off that I'm not getting... I wonder if I have to... I don't think I have to have another astronaut level. No, because that's like 282,000. I wonder if I have to upgrade this in order for it to work. I don't think so. To get tourists? It's possible. Because all the other times I've had this upgraded, because you can't do mission tracking without the flight planning upgrade. Maybe that's exactly what I'm missing. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to buy this. Because this is normally how I have my beginning setup for career mode. And now we'll go in. And there's no tourists at all. Alright, that's fine because those switch over time. So we'll go to the next day. Alright, there we go. Now it's the next day. And conduct temperature surveys of Kerbin. But you have to go to these places, and I don't know how to do that yet. Focus, Kerbin, heat shield, focus temperature, terrier, flea. No. Alright, well, I think that's it for this episode. I'm going to figure out how come I'm not getting tourist missions. And go from there. So thanks guys for watching the Ironman Kerbal Space Program. Nobody's died yet. I've got all all my Kerbals. I did get Bob up. He's got some experience. So what do we got? An engineer that needs experience. Well, sorry, Bill. That's not going to happen. And I can't hire another one yet. That's 80 grand. I want to save my money because if I'm going to orbit, I'm going to have to build a pretty good craft. And really, that's the only pilot left is Naley. Naley Kerman. This is a family of Kermans. Is what this is. So, all right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Mahula Zan, if you're still on, thanks for dropping in the channel. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Make me a Twitch follower. You don't have to be notified, but unless you want to, next time I stream, I do not have a schedule.
Zanfeng MR said, NP problem bud.
I don't do a schedule. It's just whenever I can. That's work in real life that does that to me. So, and most people know how that is. So, as I always say, this is Captain Adonis, and I am out.